Hey guys, welcome back. This recipe is a dessert from a restaurant menu that is actually a spin-off of a very popular traditional Indian sweet, the carrot halwa or gajrela. Essentially, this is the grated carrots reduced in milk and slow cooked till it is of a fudge-like consistency. All you need in terms of technology is a food processor to grate the carrots. I then take it a step further and give it my twist of layering in between phyllo sheets like a baklava. So let me show you how. So let's get cooking. We first start by making the carrot halwa. For that we take a full fat milk in a heavy bottom pan. Always use a heavy bottom pan because that helps to retain the heat and also cooks the dishes in it on a slow heat. It holds heat quite well. So add in the milk, full fat milk, and added the grated carrots. In the winter time in India, you actually get the dark red carrots or the purple carrots, which are fantastic to make the halwa, which I absolutely adore. But if you don't have it, like me, use an orange carrot, it perfectly well. Sometimes you also get the white carrots or the yellow carrots, even they work quite well, but they don't have that intense flavor as what a carrot should have. Now, for the halwa, we're going to boil the milk and the carrots together till the milk is almost reduced. And at that stage, you then add in your cashew nuts. In Indian restaurants or in India, they actually add the fried cashews in butter or ghee and then add it onto the fudge. I like to add it at the raw stage. I don't like it to make it very heavy with extra fat. Then goes in the sugar. Sugar always goes in last because that helps to give it a nice color. If you cook your sugar for too long initially, it'll turn into a very dark color and you don't want that. Also, I like to add butter. It keeps the dish a bit light. Traditionally, they use ghee, which is very heavy, and again it's an acquired taste. Not everybody likes it. In my home, I think butter works very well, and also it's a tiny quantity, it is not too much. For the spicing, the best flavor to go with that is cardamom. So a teaspoon of cardamom also goes together, and then you cook this together till the sugar melts and the butter just softens up and melts into the halwa. Time for a little taste. You don't like it too sweet, just the right amount of sugar sweetness is what I need. But the main flavors I'm looking for here is the cardamom, and the richness comes from the milk and the sweetness from the sugar. I will let the carrot halwa cool for half an hour to 40 minutes. And to make the baklava, I'm going to first line a pie tin. I'm using a non-stick pie tin which is around 7 centimeters diameter and greasing it with butter. And then a couple of sheets of phyllo pastry or phyllo sheets cut into 7-inch diameter goes on top of the butter. The butter actually helps the phyllo pastry to stick together. Also, when it cooks in the oven, the butter makes it nice and crisp. I'll remove one sheet and apply some melted butter. I'm using 2 sheets here, but if you want to make 3 sheets and you want a crunchier baklava, that's perfectly okay. The choice is yours. So apply the butter on the sheet, on the lower sheet, and place the second sheet on top of that. The butter actually holds it together and makes the phyllo crisp when it cooks in the oven. It does require a liberal coating of butter because it gives the baklava the kind of a crisp texture that you need. And then goes in our carrot halwa or the gajrela with cashews. We have to have a generous amount of carrot fudge going on top of the phyllo sheet right now, and you need to pack it quite tightly. If you leave it loose, then when you actually cut your baklava or you try and scoop it out of the baking tin, it'll tend to break down or you'll have gaps inside your baklava, which is not very nice. So you need to have really tightly packed mixture as the base. With the back of the spoon, spread the carrot fudge or the gajrela evenly on the bottom of the tin. Now once that is done, then you put a single sheet of phyllo, apply some butter on it, coat it evenly, and then you add in a second sheet of a phyllo pastry on top of the buttered side. Gently press it down together, apply a little more butter on the top side, make sure you spread that very evenly on top of the phyllo pastry. The buttering technique is very important to make a baklava. Now to give it the extra crunch, normally in baklava you add a lot of pistachio. I am using walnut here. I think walnut and carrots work extremely well. So a generous quantity of chopped walnuts. These are unroasted walnuts, they're not cooked walnuts. They're just chopped walnuts. A large amount of walnuts are put on the top layer of the phyllo. So again, you've got two very distinct layers. You have one layer which has got the carrot fudge, and the second layer has the chopped walnuts. Gently press down the walnuts on the phyllo so that it sticks to the butter and sticks to the phyllo sheets. This is very important because that holds the phyllo together, it holds the fudge together, it holds the walnuts together. So you have to press them down. The last layer on top is a sheet of phyllo. Again, liberal coating of butter on it, melted or softened butter, and you reverse the sheet so that the butter side sticks on top of the walnuts. And like I said, it's important that everything sticks together. It's a very firmly packed baklava and not a loose fill, really a tight fill. And on top of the final sheet, you add another phyllo sheet and press it gently so the butter seals it together. And with the tip of your knife, use the sharp tip of the knife and cut the baklava carrot halwa into 6 even wedges. But make sure you go right to the bottom and you slice off even the bottom layer. So it's very distinct 6 layers of baklava carrot halwa. And a little coating of melted butter on the top layer. Now when this baklava cooks in the oven, the butter is going to melt, the phyllo is going to cook through, and it will become nice and crispy, but still at the same time it is quite light and it's not very heavy. The carrot halwa baklava is ready. This goes into a preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 8 to 10 minutes for the phyllo to cook through, or until it becomes nice and golden and crisp. Spoon out a wedge on top of a plate, and this is now almost ready to be served. My carrot and walnut baklava is ready, nice and warm. I like to serve this with ice cream, so I'm going to use just plain vanilla ice cream, and on top of that, to finish it off, the final flurry is going to be with chocolate. So there you have it, my crisp carrot fudge baklava with walnuts. Lovely flavors, the softness of the carrots, the crispiness of the baklava, the crunchiness of the walnuts work extremely well, and along with that, a nice chill vanilla ice cream with shavings of chocolate. You really can't get better than that. So here you have it. Make sure you try it at home, you cook it for your friends and from your family, and let me know how it goes on the comment section below. So bon appetit and happy cooking.